Hi, we're back and you're watching The Daily Glow. October is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and our next guests have made it their mission to fight the disease head-on after being personally affected by it. Please welcome the founder of the Bake It Happen campaign, Sherry Brooks, and the founder of the Cancer Couch Foundation, Rebecca Timlin-Scalera. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Ladies, welcome. Thank you so much for
being here.
hanging out, and I think we ran into each other in the bathroom. And
oh, yes, we did. Yes.
It was a...
How did that go?
Would you learn about
We both washed our hands.
Uneventful.
We washed our hands.
Good.
Yes, we can vouch for each other.
Perfect.
Yes.
Exactly.
What happens in the bathroom
Stays in the bathroom. That's right.
Well, she just broke the cardinal rule.
Yeah.
Just between us girls.
Yeah,
right.
and million other people.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Just us and you guys.
Exactly. So tell us how you came to establish this organization. You are a doctor, correct?
Yes, I was practicing. I have 2 little kids, living in Fairfield County, very close to New York City, just minding my own business, and found a lump. And, turned out to be very aggressive, very advanced breast cancer. They initially actually thought it was stage 4, metastatic breast cancer, and then they restaged me to 3C, which is like the worst you can be without being stage 4, which is metastatic breast cancer. And but when they initially gave me that diagnosis of stage 4, I learned that the average prognosis was like 3 years, and that was such an eye-opener for me because I thought of breast cancer as curable. I thought pink ribbons and 5Ks and all the survivors walks. And what I learned really surprised me. It was a huge eye-opener that of all those billions of dollars that go into pink ribbon campaigns and breast cancer, especially during this month, almost none of it goes to study this stage of the disease, metastatic breast cancer, almost none of it. So that the death rate hasn't really changed. We've done an amazing job at awareness and early stage treatment for breast cancer, but for stage 4, there's really almost no treatments out there.
There's a hashtag that's don't ignore stage 4.
Don't ignore stage 4, yeah.
Why do you suppose this is? What message have you been told?
Well, unfortunately, death doesn't sell, hope sells, right? So when there's big corporations that want to get behind these campaigns, it's much easier to fund early stage or awareness, right?
They want to be attached to something that has
something positive,
uplifting as a part of it. And I think like ideas around end of life care
it's difficult to talk about.
Are a little
uncomfortable.
That's
it's
right.
a little, people don't want to be involved.
Right.
But
They will succumb to it unless something is done.
You're right.
That's why it's like we're trying to beat the clock here, especially for Rebecca's
in my
life.
situation, I ended up just 2 weeks ago being diagnosed with stage 4. I did metastasize. So now I'm fighting for my life for the same thing that I set up this foundation to do. So when I originally set it up, it was, oh my God, there for the grace of God go I. I'm not going to leave all these people behind who do have stage 4. I started a foundation that only funds metastatic breast cancer, only funds it, nothing else. And it's 100% of the donations and event proceeds go to research.
So is that Bake It Happen?
That is actually the Cancer Couch.
Oh, okay.
So the Cancer Couch is the foundation that I started a year and a half ago when I was diagnosed, just to fund metastatic breast cancer, which I now have. But the Bake It Happen campaign is Sherry's.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Sherry's baby.
Hashtag Bake It Happen.
And I have one of these cool shirts too, and I forgot it. Yeah.
So unfortunately, we have a lot in common because my mother passed away from metastatic breast cancer, and she was a very skilled baker and cook, and I was not. And when she passed away, I went through the treasure trove of hundreds of recipes, and there were so many memories that were evoked from her recipes. So I started a food blog about 6 years ago where I was kind of journaling my way through her recipes. And my older sister and myself were saying, we have to figure out a way to raise money for breast cancer that's a little bit more unique, because let's face it, there's a lot of breast cancer in the month of October, whether it's the walks or the pink ribbons. So we started Bake It Happen 5 years ago. And it's unique in that we are only asking people to bake one of her recipes and share them with the people in their life. We're not asking people to train for a race, to walk a 3-day race, to climb a mountain. We're not asking people to host a bake sale or solicit money at all.
It's a little more accessible, right?
It's accessible to anyone. There's no barrier to entry. We have young kids to grandparents that are involved. We're just asking people to share a little bit piece of my mom with anyone in their life, and every time they share a picture of their baked goods like this, we donate $5 to the Cancer Couch Foundation. So 100% of the money that we raise then goes to Rebecca, to fund metastatic breast cancer research.
And it's delicious. This
And
is
it's
so lovely.
It
May
is
we?
delicious. Yeah,
We
so
actually
these are
have-
black bottoms and little pieces of banana bread.
I'm in.
Okay.
We actually have some LittleThings staff members that got very busy last night over the weekend. Can we see what goodness? Oh, this is Cassie Morris from Garbage
Oh,
Tools.
see, there's $5 right there.
Yeah.
All she had to do was bake and
Hashtag
enjoy baking with people, friends, family.
That's amazing.
That's another
It's not
$5.
$10 because there were 2 recipes on there.
It's just,
I know,
it's
I
per
thought- Right?
picture. It's per picture.
Okay, so
I got
they
to
could
be
have split
greedy
it up
here,
then.
Sherry.
Yes,
Okay.
they could have split it
split it
up
up.
and
So they
posted
should
on
have
a
split it
different
up.
day.
There's a strategy, you guys.
I see that too.
Yeah.
Do we have one more? Sonia's? Yep.
Oh, wow. Nice job.
What kind is that?
This is compost. Can you
Those
tell
are the
what?
compost.
Yeah, what
That
is
looks
that?
really
The other
good.
word for compost is like the kitchen sink cookie. Really, I mean, this is fun for kids. They can throw in whatever they want. You can
Okay.
put in pretzels and potato chips and marshmallows.
Wow.
That's just really a fun baking activity for the kids. And we're really trying
These
to
are
kind
so
of emulate
good.
what my mother did, even through her illness, was bringing people together around the table and sharing food. And food is love, and there's a connectedness when people bake something and then share it with their loved ones. So we're really excited. It's kicked off. How much money have we raised so far?
I know, before it even really started,
Yeah.
we have over $1,700 was donated just in the past 2 days.
That's
Just straight
fantastic.
donations, because if you don't want to bake, as easy as this is, some people aren't into it.
Yeah, we don't wanna-
You can just donate, and that's great.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that might be my avenue. I'm not so
Yep.
much. into
Well, we have a
baking.
hashtag, don't bake, donate. So, there's a hashtag for everything.
That's nice. I know. It's true. Everything. Banana bread's delicious. Sorry, go
Everything
ahead.
is so good. I'm wondering how you are holding up. You just received this news, and you have this
you.
foundation.
Yeah.
And I would imagine. I don't know what to imagine. So tell me.
I know. I don't either. I just started a clinical trial today. Actually, I just came from the hospital straight to here. I am trying to be the defiant one. That's kind of my feeling. Is I've always been defiant in my life. At least that's what my parents said. So I'm trying to use that to my advantage. My prognosis would be not very good right now, and I'm just refusing to accept that. So for whatever that's worth, I'm just
Yeah.
not accepting it. So I'm being very defiant against my cancer.
And Rebecca's a dynamo. I mean, what she gets done in a day is more than all of us will get done in a week.
Oh, I can
and
imagine.
It's just a joy to work with her, and I'm so happy
Is
that we
it?
met.
Is it a joy?
Unfortunately.
It's not completely crazy.
I have joy right
it's
now.
like she's like a
Are you-
whirling
are you all
dervish.
feeling that?
I'm feeling joy.
It's just, it's like a lot of positive energy
Yeah.
when quite honestly, there's
Yeah.
not so much positivity for you. And it's just like turning it around and trying to make the most of, time, and let's see what we can do. Let's see how
Yeah.
much money we can raise.
That's true.
We'll
And how
talk
many,
about a dynamo, this one.
how many
I
other
mean,
people you can help? How did you guys
Yeah.
actually meet and form this partnership?
Well, we
great
met.
story.
We met a year and a half ago. We were both chosen to be part of the Ford Models of Courage program. So we're called Warriors in Pink. It's in 5 different markets, and we're one of the 20 people in the tri-state area who is representing Ford Motor Company, and they have a whole initiative called More Good Days. And what they're trying to do is give people who are going through breast cancer treatment more good days. Because quite often you'll talk to someone and they'll kind of chronicle their time as, I had the chemo and I was so sick and I couldn't. They just want to maintain a quality of life. They just want to maintain some normalcy.
Yeah.
So whether that's us kind of educating people and helping them get some meal delivery, or someone to come in and clean their home, or getting their friends to organize meals, getting delivered to them, or even if it's like using Headspace for some mindfulness, just help ease their time during their treatment. And that's really what we're hoping to do through that program. So that's where we met, and we
that's
just
how
knew we had to work
met.
together.
Yeah, yeah. And you're like everything. We're yin and yang, I
Yeah,
think. She's
it's
got
good.
this like marketing background. I'm a shrink, so this is all new to me, this marketing stuff. But Sherry does this in her sleep. I mean, she's incredible. So she's got the business side of it down and has just been amazing with this campaign. So we are so honored to be the beneficiaries of it this year. But for your audience, I think one of the really important things for people to know with Breast Cancer Awareness Month, because I think sometimes you can tune stuff out. You saw all these pink ribbons and pink, and you just, okay, where. What I would want people to know is that breast cancer in this country affects 1 in 8 women. So when I'm giving a talk, or for your audience today, often when I'm giving a talk, I'm looking at tables of 8 to 10 women, and my heart just breaks because I'm thinking it's somebody at each table.
Yeah.
So if you think of your demographic of your audience today, if you're not impacted today, I hate to say, but you will be. So pay attention to these statistics, because it's 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed, but then 30% of those that are diagnosed with early stage breast cancer, like stage 1, 2, or 3, 30% will metastasize. And that's the part that people don't know, that people are not told. People go through breast cancer, maybe stage 1, 2, or 3. They go through chemo, radiation, lumpectomy, mastectomy, whatever it's going to be, and they go on with their lives, often not realizing that they have a 30% chance of it metastasizing. And once it does, the prognosis is like 18 months, which is what I'm looking down the barrel at right now.
Well, we're trying to extend that.
We're trying to extend
with
that.
research.
So this is why this is so important to know where your money is going. If you want to do something for breast cancer, it doesn't have to be the Cancer Couch, but MetaViver is another great organization. BCRF is fantastic, but know where your money is going, because we don't take a dime of it. This is privately funded, so literally 100% of it. And it is also matched anonymously. I can't say who's matching our money, but every single dollar is matched that we give to Dana-Farber and Sloan Kettering. So last year we were able to put over $500,000.
Wait, this is in 6 months.
Well, I've been basically in the hospital.
She
the whole
really
time.
is a dynamo.
Holy
Wow.
smokes.
I'm
Yes.
exaggerating.
So in 3 weeks, we're going to be putting $1 million into this research, and it's been a year and a half since I started.
seems like
this.
So
a pretty
100% of the money that's getting
Amazing.
raised, 100%. I don't think a lot of foundations can say that.
Yeah.
Most
No.
don't.
So
That's
important.
incredible.
CancerCouch.com, BakieItHappen.net.
can bake all
Websites
month
to
long.
check out. You can
Okay.
bake all month long. Yep.
I love it.
Yeah, it's an easy way to do something, because sometimes, you go shopping and somebody will slap a pink ribbon on something, and it may be that not 1 cent of that is going
It
to
could be
research.
merchandise.
Right.
It
Yep.
could be administrative costs.
So,
That's right.
It's
Or even just the month itself.
Yeah.
I appreciate that we recognize things, but then I'm like, all right, what about November 1st?
exactly.
What are you going to do?
Exactly.
So thanks for raising the awareness.
Thanks for having us.
And it's not just, I know your demographic is probably mostly when men get breast cancer too. There's a lot of men in the studio today. You may not have known that, because when men get diagnosed with breast cancer,
It's usually
you know a
more
lot about
advanced.
breast cancer. Yes.
Yeah, I'm a massage therapist.
Oh,
I work
you're
at a
very educated on
Thank
this.
you.
Yes.
She's our token geek. She knows everything.
I love
We're
it.
just
I love
right.
it because I'm a total geek. So yeah, because
we
that's
recognize each other.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, we could
from the back.
yes, no. We're speaking the same language. But no, men, because they don't have the screening that women have, they often, when they're diagnosed, are at stage 4, which is synonymous with metastatic. So it's really important for our men out there to be aware of this too. If you feel something, don't let it go. Don't hesitate. Get right to the doctor. Don't think
And
it's
men
a
can
female
bake
issue.
too. We
And men
just
can bake too.
got
of
some
course.
amazing pictures in of like the police force in Florida around their baked goods. And
I
it's not
love
just for
that.
women, anyone.
No,
kids.
we are equal opportunity.
Yes.
We will take
We'll
anyone's
take
money.
it.
It's all the same.
You bake it, we'll take it.
Exactly. That's right. Exactly.
Yep.
Rebecca and
Thank
Sherry, thank
you.
you so much for
Thank you.
for
Thank
you
enlightening
guys
us
for having
and
us.
sharing your journey. And good luck to you.
Thank you.
And I'm going to say we're going to see you again.
You will see me again, and we so appreciate you guys having us. Thanks for being so welcoming
Wonderful.
and letting
Our
us get our
pleasure.
story out.
Oh,
Or
don't
we have to
worry.
eat all of this.
Well, don't worry.
Is it a challenge? Where's Mike Genoa?
To get involved in Sherry's Bake It Happen campaign, go to BakieItHappen.net. And to learn more about Rebecca's Cancer Couch Foundation, go to CancerCouch.com. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go away.